Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim and Aqua out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. Today's topic, this is Brother Kawak coming at you with another lesson. I don't know the title, but we're going to be basically talking about women that think, just the bad women in general that are thinking like, I'm entitled to everything and whatnot. I'm a feminist and stuff like that. I feel like I shouldn't need to say this, but of course, you're not going to have someone who's going to just go and say, not all women, like obviously not all women, alright, but whatever, let me just actually get to the actual lesson. So I was inspired to do this video because of this. I heard about this Kai Sinat response to allegations of covering up sexual assault. Now this initially, it piqued my interest. I was like, okay, what happened, blah, 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 because I heard that there was honestly, I heard basically in, I guess, the Twitch scene, they're basically doing what the celebrities are doing, where they have a bunch of, they're just abusing and using a bunch of women, children, and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, well, I guess that anywhere and everywhere where there's celebrities or whatever, there are going to be people doing this type of stuff. But apparently that wasn't the case for him, I guess, Jake, that we know of so far. But that's not the actual meat and potatoes of what I want to get into. That could honestly be a completely different lesson. What I really wanted to get at was the fact that someone somewhere had made mention and said, this year is already starting off to be bad. Okay, and I just thought, like, wow, that is actually spiritual, because if you look at things, because if you see all the things that's been going on, especially last month in December with the whole what's it called, whatever, Executive Order 14067, that I believe that was when they stopped printing money. Okay, so obviously they're trying to move to the Lay's chips. They're trying to make the transition to the Lay's chips. If you know what I'm talking about, all right, those are in the know about that. But with that, we heard about that, and we heard that they're already pushing. They already want to make that transition, but of course there are a lot of people that are quote unquote already in the know of the MOTB. They already know what the MOTB is, because of prophets, because of a lot of stuff. You could, for the most part, a lot of people had already heard about the MOTB years ago. All right, but now, because they're actually trying to push it, Yahawadah this year, okay, Yahawadah, we hear some more news about saying, okay, well, we're gonna have to implement this now because of XYZ problems. Okay, so because of that, because of all this stuff that they plan on doing, we are looking out and we're saying, okay, this is happening and whatnot, so we need to look out for this. Okay, but the thing is, they're trying to get people to not look out for it. They're trying to get people to be okay with it, because now they're trying to push out and say, anyone that is against this is anti a whole bunch of things. Okay, and they're conspiracy theorists, they're bad people, they're crazy, they're fear mongers and whatnot. So they're trying to move and push different stuff. Okay, which again, this is all just to honestly glorify the Most High. As if I'm speaking as a man, I'm starting to see this as a good start to the Babylonian year, because if things are going bad for the 2/3 and E, then how can things not go good for us? Okay. Judgment. Okay, let me get this. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of YAHAWAH. If it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of YAHAWAH? Okay, so a lot of problems that were happening were primarily happening to Israelites. As a matter of fact, celebrity Israelites that I was able to actually see for myself. Okay, so I saw a lot of things happening to 2/3, and people. I had to go through some stuff, brothers and sisters in the streets had to go through some stuff and whatnot. The whole Quab was a big issue. Okay, and through the will and power of the Most High Yahawadah, we got through that. Okay, but you see, the thing about that is there's more coming up next. Okay, which actually goes into the actual topic. Lucky about that. I just thought it was all important and it all needed to be tied in together. Okay, so what happened in this was this guy, this Jake, he had set up a party or whatever, and at that party he invited a whole bunch of random people, and there was this one girl that she went there, I guess, alone or whatever, and then she told him, hey, I'm starting to get tipsy or tired or whatever, can you tell me where I can go to rest or whatever and whatnot? And then he said, oh yeah, you can go to this room, blah blah blah. She went to that room, and then I guess eventually someone else came, raped her, and then she went to Twitter and made a whole big deal about it. Okay, so that there's that. But the thing about that is, like, this is the type of stuff that is, like, if you think that is bad, okay, because she said that she was raped so hard that she started to bleed, and he also raped her anally. Okay, so he did that. That whatever guy that did that, if he did do that, because it's under investigation. If he did do that, he's wrong, and he's wrong and whatnot. But if you think that that's bad, okay, it like, things are about to get worse. All right, like, it's not going to be sweet, and there's going to come a time when there's going to be a god, a demon. Okay, better. I think it's better to call them that. Address them as a demon that will do way worse, and then there's not going to be any repercussions from doing so, and they're going to be able to keep you as some sort of pet souvenir or whatever. All right, and this is just like judgment. Okay, at the end of the day, this is honestly judgment. All right, and another thing to add is the fact that, like, these women think that the world revolves around them. They want everything to be catered to them specifically. Like, just they want equality, and then they don't want it. They only want the equality when it benefits them, but they don't want any of the responsibilities. Okay, it's a crazy world out there. All right, and let's get into these precepts. Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Okay. Hey, this is honestly the thing. This is honestly the fact of the matter. Okay, because like, what was a really good like, you can look at all these, end of the world movies. Okay, like a lot of them, it's just some like monster demon dude, okay, that's literally taking advantage of the situation, which the situation is there's no like order, there's no authoritative figure to dish out judgment and punishments to people that do stuff. And when women lose that protection, okay, then who's gonna save you? Okay, no one, because you wanted to be, and you want to bash men, all right, and when you did all that, okay, you didn't think about the future, okay. And even now, well, like, I've heard so many different like terrible stories that I honestly I can feel for them. But at the end of the day, like, the fact that it happened, that's judgment from the Most High, okay? Because of whatever wickedness you did, if not any wickedness you did in this life, or the wickedness you were doing in a previous life, or the whoredoms that you are doing, acting like a whore and whatnot. All right, like, this is all at the end of the day, judgment. All right, and I heard from not just brothers, but elders. They said that funnily enough, the women that are going to be humbling themselves during Jacob's trouble are going to be like these prostitutes. These prostitutes are going to humble down and know their places before most of you, quote unquote, regular women. All right, and that's crazy. Slakia, I'm just flabbergasted at hearing that. Okay, because I mean, it makes sense though, because after being in I guess said situation where you're just being where you see how things are, you acknowledge that, hey, you know what, I need protection, especially like what's it called, pimps, I guess, pimps, and then their employees, if you want to call them that, their prostitutes, whatever, because the prostitutes can't go to the police and say, oh, this guy didn't pay me or whatnot. They rely on the pimp, which is, I guess, usually a man, if not always a man, to protect them and make sure that they get paid. Okay, like, hey, I mean, what else is there to say? Even that's further proving that women, they need men to protect them. And honestly, it also goes into another thing that I heard. What's it called? The black woman is God, and how people were saying, oh, we need to. These groups of people were saying, like, oh, we need to protect our gods and whatnot. Like, what? How? You have to protect your God? Like, even the Most High, Yahawah, does not need our protection. Okay, and that's the thing that you need to understand, which people don't. They really don't. People have too much of an ego. They're too proud to acknowledge the fact that a God, not even just the Most High God, but just a lowly God, is so much greater and on a higher scale than a man. All right. So just the fact that you thinking that you deserve anything from them, like, that's crazy. All right. But going back to the protecting your God thing, like, no, that, like, let me get that as a matter of fact. Okay. Slakia, let me get this. the head of the man. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is a man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahawah. Okay, so the hierarchy is the Most High Yahawah, then below him is YAHAWASHI, then below YAHAWASHI is the man, then below the man is the woman. Okay, so in that hierarchy, and then below the woman is the kids. In that hierarchy, the children look up to the parents or mother slash father for protection. Okay, you look to whoever's above you for protection. All right, so the women look to men for protection. Men look to YAHAWASHI for protection. Okay, we look to our gods, quote unquote, our God for protection. That's what even pagan rituals or whatever, they pray to a water god. Oh God, water god, please don't let your tidal waves wipe away our things. Like, this is the type of stuff. Okay, and like literally any, I guess, old pagan, thing, they acknowledge a god as something. Okay, so, and they actually believe that they are, giving them protection, and it appeases them. Okay, that's what, they give sacrifice and whatnot. But for us, even our sacrifices aren't worth anything, because we are so lowly, and we don't, on a grand scheme of things, we don't truly mean anything to the Most High. But in the sense of we're not as valuable as what the Most High is, as He is the Most High, and He is a God, and we are just humans, mortals. Okay, but the Most High, being so benevolent and loving, He actually sees value in us in a personal level, not a logistic or actual factual level. Okay, just, I guess, on an emotional level, that he sees value in us. Okay, which is a beautiful thing, and we should be grateful for. Okay, but yeah, so that's really why I wanted to get into that whole we have to protect our gods was the most asinine, most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And this is the type of honestly, I wouldn't say tradition, but I guess modern culture, if you want to call it that just gives women a big head. Because you got, honestly, whatever, I'm just gonna say it. You got ugly women, okay, thinking that they are 10 out of 10 and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy to hear stuff like that, to see stuff like that. Okay, and people think that being morbidly obese is beautiful. What was that other one? I forgot the name of it. There's a whole bunch of too many different push agendas that they push, but whatever. Anyway, aside from that, they're pushing so many different things, and it's just giving them a false sense of ego. Okay, when they have no ego, they have nothing to appease. All right. Now, Zechariah chapter 14 verse 2: For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. So again, this is just more so getting into what's to come, which is the main thing that we want to focus on is the fact that the women will be ravished. Okay, let's get this. Ravish, seize and carry off someone by force, fill with intense delight and rapture. Yeah, I believe it's definitely a more archaic definition. All right. right? Yeah, right here. To seize and take away by force. Okay, so basically, like, obviously, what happened to the woman that was involved with this? Okay, so like, well, actually, no, in a worse sense, as I had said, because another instance was where I believe I made a video. I don't even remember if I did or not, but I think I made mention of it. There was this one Eve that had gotten kidnapped and locked in this Edomite's basement. I don't know if I could say that word. In his basement, and he basically treated her like a sex slave and just treated her horribly. Okay, and that's basically, you're going to be forcefully taken as a possession. Okay, and then used and abused. It's not going to be very pretty. Okay, and I'll honestly say, I definitely don't wish that upon anyone. Okay, but all I know is that it's going to happen as it is written. All right, now let me get this. As I had mentioned mentioned before, how prostitutes would be the first to humble down. Okay, Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1 from the top. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay, so it says 7 women, which 7 doesn't mean literal 7. 7 could mean 1, 2, 10, Slakia, 20, 100. Like, it doesn't matter. It all depends on the Israelite. Okay, and the thing about this is the fact that this is what is to come. Okay, because when Jacob's trouble come and all this hardships come, you're not gonna know when or who is going to be prepared or stocked up or any of that stuff like that. Who's gonna have and who's gonna have not. Okay, we know if the Lord is dealing with us, we're going to be prepared. We're going to be taken care of. Okay, and when they see that, they're going to say, oh, I want to be taken care of. Oh, I want to be, because I don't want any of that ravishment to happen to me. So please let me be a part of you. Let me, and also let me get that, as a matter of fact. Eve, I believe. Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Slakia. Yeah. This is how these women are going to be saved, and that's actually a very is the fact that it's not through themselves, just like it's not through an Israelite man's obedience or his works or faith or anything like that he's going to be saved. He's going to be saved. An Israelite man is going to be saved by the mercy of the Most High. Okay, that's ultimately the thing. Yes, we should be obedient. Yes, we should be doing works and trying to earn that favor of the Most High. But at the end of the day, we can't really do enough to be worthy of it. Okay, it's at the discretion of the Most High. All right, and to go on the next level. To take it on the next level, it will also be at the discretion of the Israelite man whether or not he's going to have mercy on whatever woman that, you know, comes up to him and humbles herself and says, yeah, I'm sorry, or can you please look after me, can you take care of me, like I won't be a burden and whatnot. And you know, this is actually is what that scripture is in reference to. Okay, and it's say that, we're not gonna, I'm not gonna be a burden, please make me your wife so that I can so that the Lord will have mercy on me. All right. Damn. Slakia. First Esdras chapter 4 verse 22. But this also ye must know, that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? This is what not just Jake, but men in general right now. So very soon it's going to be the reverse. Okay, in that reverse, women are going to, you know, like fight to for the acceptance, because right now men, they have to go and, you know, get a woman, find a woman that they like, and then do all these, jumping through all these hoops to make her like him and to make her accept him and whatnot. So very soon, you know, when the time of Isaiah 4:1 comes, all right, when they want to be saved, they're going to be the ones that are going to be jumping through those hoops. Okay, like a woman, she can see a whole bunch of different men saying, I'm this, I have all this money, you want to come with me, blah blah blah, and they can literally pick who they want. Okay, but in righteousness, very soon, you know, those roles are going to be reversed. It's going to be the women that are going to be seeking for a man to accept them. Okay, or they're going to have to be jumping through hoops for the man. All right, yeah, but that's basically it. That's all I want to go into. You know, it's right as of right now, we can see that it's not sweet, not just for women, but for people in general. But for women, they have in most aspects, primarily in the dating game, they have an easier time. Okay, and they a lot of times abuse their power and clown on men. Okay, for I guess just trying to get with them. Okay, and on top of that, there's also in the fact that, you know, women just think they're entitled to whatever. They ignore the fact that there are actual dangers out here, and they need to acknowledge that, okay, you know what, let me not put myself in danger, let me not go out by myself to some party with a bunch of like threats of a men are there and could potentially take advantage of me. Okay, and you know, when they act shamefaced and with some sense, okay, then that's when, you know, it'll just be too late. Okay, because, you know, women regretting feminism. That one woman that was talking about, I'll take anyone. I regret doing this. Blah blah blah. I want to settle down now after I've been ran through and all this stuff like that. But you know, that's basically it. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, RICANS, the honors of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I pray that this lesson was edifying to the elect. And with that, I want to say Shalom.